Alright, we're back here with part 3 of my comic book collection tour, and this will wrap up the Bronze Age. I got 2 books to show you. And first we have Marvel Spotlight 5, a 9.2 with white pages. This one's from 1972. And this right here is the first appearance of Ghost Rider. And the art is done by Mike Plug, which has a nice kind of picture frame cover here. And with this being a black cover book, this is not terribly easy to get in high grade, even though there are 9.6s and 9.8 copies out. It's not a huge amount compared to other books from the Bronze Age, and that is because this black cover here shows wear and spine creases and spine ticks very readily, and they seem to be more prominent against the black cover. So even though there are higher grade copies, not in a huge amount compared to other books from this era. And you can see the back here. And Ghost Rider also, he's been in a couple feature films, I believe 2 or 3. So you know, he's had the motion picture deal done a few times. So that's Marvel Spotlight number 5. And then now the last book of my Bronze Age collection. A lot of people will recognize this one right away. Everyone knows what this book is. It is Amazing Spider-Man 129, 9.4 with white pages. And this is the first appearance of that man, the Punisher. This book also has the first appearance of the Jackal, but the less said about him the better, because he was involved in the crappy mid-90s Spider-Clone storyline that almost bankrupted Marvel. So less said about him the better. Let's just focus on this sweet looking 129. And now this is a beautiful book. This book, I mean, I think this has 9.6 potential. There's really no visible defects, a few very light spine ticks, and that's about it. And another thing to notice when as I've been collecting, I've noticed a lot of these 129s have what's called a miswrap here on the spine, which is this back white cover that you see here down the sides would run into the front part of the cover, and it would leave a white stripe there. Now a lot of these books have that, even in high grade. This one does not. I was very lucky to get this copy. No miswrap whatsoever. It's perfectly aligned. And also another part that's usually crooked is this top here where it's in blue and says Marvel Comics Group. That's usually very crooked and not properly aligned. So this book has perfect registration. It's got very nice tight staples that are right into the spine. And I couldn't be any more happier with this near mint copy. The cover is done by artist extraordinaire John Romita. As you see, he has a very dynamic pose there with Spider-Man and the Punisher. And just a little quick info on the Punisher. He truly is a badass. He is a vigilante, baby, kind of like an anti-hero. He will kill you if you've done wrong and ask questions later. So he was actually a Marine during Vietnam. He came back, and unfortunately his family witnessed a mafia execution, and because they were witnesses, they were hunted down and tracked down, and they were murdered. And ever since then, the Punisher, Frank Castle, has been out for vengeance, and he takes it out on any wrongdoer whatsoever. So he has no problem using lethal force and killing to get the results that he's looking for. So, and he's probably one of the first characters that ever became popular just for being extremely violent. So it kind of started a new movement of characters of that type in the 70s. Alright, there you go, guys. That's first appearance of Punisher in a near mint condition. So those are the two books that'll wrap up my Bronze Age section of my collection. Next up, I'm going to take a look at some Silver Age pedigrees. And if you don't know what a pedigree is, I will explain that to you. And we'll check those books out on next time, so you know where to find me.